Was born to be a fighter, had these dreams and desires. I would be something better, energy, got a fire in my soul to keep burning. A pain that keep hurting, a curse is emerging. Feel the thirst, keep on working, I won't stop, I won't quit. To the top of this shit, I get lost in the work. Sweat dripping, not a bitch, I get mad, I get pissed. I get after this shit, hit the gas, feel the grip. Adrenaline, never miss, I'm not patient, but I've learned to embrace it. Cause I've been working, I've been waiting, never complacent. Cause I'm so close, I can taste it. Wanted away from everything I've been chasing. I'm honest, and I promise that I got this. I'm launching, all I've wanted has been exhausting. I'll teach you how to harness, control the conscious. You got this, yeah you got this, you gotta want it. Life ain't fair, are you gonna win or will you play scared? I will not stop, I will prepare. To get to the top, and it must be rare. Got 'em like, hey, I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, then it must be rare. You got one shot, life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or will you play scared? I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, then you must be rare. Got 'em like, hey, I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, then you must be rare. Yeah, watch out, I'm fighting hard for the crown. Yeah, no doubt, I'll be the best pound for pound. I'm obsessed with winning, this is my house. So watch out, I'm coming to the top. I vow, yeah, I'm addicted to winning. If that's a sin, I'll be sinning. I'm disciplined when I'm in it, and this is just the beginning. The money, yeah, I'll be printing while helping others make millions. See, I'm not selfish, no villain, but still I'm making a killing. I'm here for greatness, you can't lock me into cages. Deserve to be on stages, I will be the greatest. Do it yourself, I made it. Yeah, I rock from the basement. I'll take my life into my own hands, my own plan. Yeah, I got a backbone, designing my own program. I'll mentor the next wave of the bravest, so don't be late, I'm about to make changes. One shot, life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or will you play scared? I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, there you must be rare. Got 'em like, hey, I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, then it must be rare. You got one shot, life ain't fair. Are you gonna win or will you play scared? I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, then you must be rare. Got 'em like, I will not stop, I am prepared. To get to the top, then you must be rare.
Well, what is up, everybody? Welcome to our The Saturday Show. I hope you are doing well this fine Saturday. And there we go. That should sound a little bit better, hopefully. And maybe that sounds better. Oh my god, a delay between me and the stream. Anyways, that should take care of everything. I hope it yeah, that sounds much better. Sorry, guys. I'm it's been a day. It's been fun. Oh, but something I do want to do or do want to show that will add tons of value to the stream. And that's I got my camera back. Now, granted, this is YouTube talk and stuff, but camera's nothing new for me. I've streamed with a camera before, but I've always kind of either had really crappy webcams or really janky setups. Like before this, I was actually going to try to use an iPhone to use it on, which isn't bad. It looked good, but there were some hiccups with it. The thing that I've been using though for a while has been what most people would probably suggest, and that's the DSLR camera setup. Although this one that I have is, I got it at like, I think when they first started doing what you needed to do with the camera, and this hasn't been bad. The only problem with this is that I can only use it for 30 minutes at a time. Then I have to reset it to start it up, and that just it gets tiring. And then on top of having to have a external battery for it, an HDMI cable to go to a jank ass capture card. So yeah, it's a lot of work to use that. But my lovely, lovely wife, for my birthday that just passed, decided to get me the face cam. Now this isn't the top model one. This isn't the 4K, but I'm also not going to complain. It makes things way easier. This is the version 2, which actually, uh believe it was, they added HDR, and then you can basically have it work like a DSLR camera, and it actually puts out the same resolution and I think the same FPS, because this should be 1080 60 in HDR. And what makes it so great is the Elgato software, because I can basically mess around with it and play with it as if it was a DSLR camera. And that to me is great. So yeah, I'm happy to have a camera again. I hate, well, I don't hate it because I got to use uh my channel mascot that I had made more often, and sometimes I just don't want to be on camera. But it's nice to have, because I mean, I'm sure y'all want to see all this. Shum, what's up, Shum? That's the camera to the round, and yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a camera. It works, right? Oh man, what was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, there's things and other things that I can talk about. One of the things that I wanted to bring up and mention was some anime that was airing this past season. I guess we're already into the summer season, but there's already been some season 2 announcements, and a lot of them I'm happy that we're getting seasons 2 for. Like Kaiju number 8 already has a season 2 announced for it, which is great. We don't always get those. I think I brought this up to Brandon earlier today. And I mean, he's kind of right that yeah, it's kind of inevitable that we were going to get it, but at the same time, I can think of a few other hyped animes that we didn't get seasons 2 announced so early. But Kaiju number 8 has gotten its season 2 announcement. Um Konosuba, Mashuko, and Slime, I would assume that they're either getting them or have already gotten them. Windbreakers, which is my anime of the season, has already got its season 2 announced. My Hero was obviously going to finish. I got to go back and finish that. Seventh Prince actually got its season 2 announced as well. Go Go Loser Ranger, I don't think has had its season 2 announced just yet. Now, I did get a thing where somebody, oh, I should have pulled that up, but they sent me an article that Go Go Loser Ranger is getting a stage play, which I don't know why I didn't think about this, but if this actually gets a live action adaptation, this might be the greatest live action adaptation ever in anime, because it would just be a tokusatsu show. And the tokusatsu show might actually be better than the anime. So I really do hope this gets a live action now that that was brought to my attention and that popped in my head. And I don't believe the rest have gotten anything yet. Not sure about Remonster, but yeah, I'm not sure about some of these other shows if they've gotten seasons twos announced. So, but yeah, those are the ones that I do know of, and honestly, I'm excited for the majority of them. But with that being said, we'll move on to something else I thought was kind of cool and want to bring up. No, not Ava, because Ava just is everywhere for whatever reason. No, the original Resident Evil games have been released on GOG. Now, a lot of people like GOG, and I get it. You get access to the source code and everything. Like, you get a full actual download of the game, and you can do whatever you want with it, supposedly. But Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, the original ones, have been released. Actually, the first one has, 2 and 3 have not just yet. And honestly, I want to go pick these up before they either take them off or something happens. Because no, I'm a I am a Resident Evil fanboy, and I will probably buy these every opportunity that I get. Even though the remakes of 1, 2, and 3 I prefer. Like, 1 just looks better. 2 and 3 are more streamlined. Like, I've never cared too much for 3 just because it was an asset flip of 2, and they changed just the bare minimum in order to call it a new game. It really was just DLC for Resident Evil 2. But in any case, with that being said, move on to what everyone is here for, and that's the list for summer. Now, summer is pretty light. Like, there is just not a lot of anime that's coming out this summer, which I always thought was weird because I thought summertime was the big time for anime. But apparently it's fall and winter. But let's see what we got here. So, Oshinoko Season 2. I'm probably not going to watch this. I got very disappointed with Season 1 because I was expecting kind of a more murder mystery type of anime, and what we got was this kind of half-hearted into the murder mystery aspect, half-hearted into the pop idol stuff, and it I finished season 1, but it fell off for me pretty hard. So, probably just unless somebody else tells me different that's watching it, I'm probably not gonna care. Summer's lot, plenty of time to go back and finish getting. Just had to bring that show up, didn't you? You know what? I got something for you. This was gonna be for somebody else, but I'll use this on you. I may get in trouble for that clip, but I don't care. But yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time with Oshinoko. I'll let others deal with that. Now, Tower of God, I am going to watch that. Oh my god, that first season. I might need to go catch up on it because it's or get reacquainted with it because it's been a minute since I've watched Tower of God. But it was a pretty good show from what I remember. Let's see, watching, but I will say, fuck Rachel. That uh, has to be one of the most hated characters in anime. Yeah, like that, didn't you? Alia, Allah sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. Ayla. Um, Cliff told me about this about a girl that kind of bullies a guy and knows Russian and will actually confess her feelings in Russian to him while making it sound like she's just dogging him in another language. And apparently, the woman that does the main voice for the girl that speaks Russian was the same one that was the Russian actor, our voice actor from Akiba Made Wars. And I am all for that because that was freaking cool. Like, I love that kind of little tidbit of information that we get. But not my type of anime. I mean, I'm not for the rom-com style shows. I get bored very, very fast, and they really have to hook me within the first 2 episodes for me to even care about them. Now, Suicide Squad Isekai. I've already watched the first 3 episodes. It's only going to be 10, so it's like what, a third of the way done. I'm enjoying it. Like, it was off to a rough start, off to a rough start, but it does get better, and I'm very curious at some of the other villains that they're going to fight because it's like they're two different groups of villains on both sides that are going to fight up against each other for the kingdom, and they're starting to discover their powers. Like Clayface is able to uh, manipulate other things within or around him and turn them into clay, or use the moisture in them to turn them into clay. And I also love that Clayface is the resident otaku of the group who knows like about isekais and fantasy worlds and stuff like that. And it's fun. Like, he's just a fun character. Um, but it's not been too bad. Like, like I said, the first episode was a little rough, but it did get better on through. Which actually on the main channel, I have a short where I talk about all the positives and the negatives of that episode, and I'll probably have one up for the next two episodes. Probably next week sometime if I don't get them in the next couple of days. Trying to put more content out. Starting to finally get through that slump that I've had. Fairy Tale 100 Year Quest. I don't care about Fairy Tale anymore. Fell off of this pretty hard. Uh, I want to say after their big time skip, I stopped caring because that was about the time that I found out that the mangaka doesn't like death in his animes, which is fine, but it makes for, to me, a story without stakes is just a boring story to watch. Like if you're going to kill a character, kill him. Don't make us think that he's dead for the fourth or fifth time and then keep bringing him back, or oh, he's got amnesia now, so he's a good person. I just I get sick of it. And that's exactly what Fairy Tale is. It's got a lot of fun action, but I don't care for the story. Days with My Stepsister had I don't care. What is it? This is probably gonna be another, yeah, slice of life romance. Again, those don't work for me. Oh, this is already, yeah, it's already got 3 episodes, or at least 2. Now, I wasn't a big fan of the original Code Geass, but I think I'm gonna give this one a try. Like, maybe they've fixed what I didn't like, or maybe the characters are different. Maybe this one's just a little bit better than the original Code Geass. But I'm not holding out hopes that it's going to be any good. My dear friend Nokota, no Koten, no Nokoten, whatever. I feel I have to watch this. Like this seems to be the anime that everyone's already talking about. And so, and I mean, good reason. You got robot, our girl coming out of Robot Deer. I'm, yeah, I feel I am obligated to watch this. And it don't look too bad either. Plus, Wit's doing it. So, all for it. See, our Last Crusade or the Rise of the New Worlds. And season 2. Nope. Can't do season 2s. Can't do season 3s. Boku no Hero movie. I'm not going to worry about movies. I'll get to them when I get to them. There we go. That should make this a little bit easier to notice or to get through. No longer allowed in another world. Now, what is this? Pulled into an otherworldly adventure with cute sidekicks and superpowers. You'd think Osamu hit the jackpot. Jackpot. Nope. From the time before Pixels of the early 20th century, gloomy author just wants to find a quiet place to make his mark, not to rack up XP. Sadly, his poetic demise is constantly thwarted by inconvenient heroics. Dive into the hilariously tragic life of this most reluctant hero. Huh. Let's see. Alter. Kodakawa, manga, comedy, fantasy, romance, slice of life, supernatural. Uh, Almost sounds good.
Oh yeah.
Like it don't look bad. Nah. I'm going to stick with my rule of no romance. I didn't watch season 1 of Near. Romance, comedy, etchy by JC Staff. See, Strongest Magician is the Demon Lord Armies. Action adventure drama. Maybe. Ikki is a powerful magician with the leader of the Immortal Brigade, part of the Seventh Corps of the Demon Lord's army. Pushes back the armies of humanity. Neither the Demon Lord nor his soldiers know the darkest and his human is hiding, but can keep his secret safe and bring peaceful coexistence to demons and humans. This just sounds like typical fantasy fair. So, nah. I think I'll let somebody else watch that. See, mystery. These have not been doing too good for me lately. Every time I choose something that's a mystery, it's just boring. Wisteria Wand and Sword, Actus Bandai Namco Pictures, Action Adventures Fantasy. Heart Will enters a magical academy in hopes of becoming a great sorcerer. Unfortunately, there's a fatal flaw. And his plan, he lacks the ability to use magic amid the cold stares of his classmates and instructors. Will feels discouraged at times, but he presses forward with unwavering determination. This sounds like Mashal or Black Clover. Nah, I'm good. Is this the I Parry Everything anime? Oh, failure frame because I became the strongest and annihilated everything with low level spells. That's what this was.
いただけないでしょうか。
This is another one of those manhwas that's been made into an anime.
もういいですか。
Go to hell, bitch.
要するにあなたのスキルは外れ枠に当たるスキルなのです。せいぜい無様にお知りなさいませ。
You know what? I've been watching most of the Korean shows that are getting made into animes. So why not? I'll check this out. There was drama, romance, sci-fi, nah. Comedy, drama, romance, nope. Comedy, etchy, romance, nah. Why nobody remembers me in this world? Why does nobody remember me in this world? The era where the great race of the 5 tribes competing for hedge money on the ground ended with the victory of the mankind led by hero Sid. Ooh, Sid. However, the world was suddenly overwritten in front of a boy Kai, the rewriter. Huh. You know, that sounds interesting enough. I'm going to actually check it out. Let's see. Niji Jezu no Wakagimi. Let's see. What is this? Set in feudal Japan between the Kamakura and the Muromachi periods. Our hero Hojo Takataki is a boy on the run that history all but forgot about when the Kamakura shogunate is overthrown by Ashikaga. The Japanese names are killing me. I can say them in my head. I can't say them out loud. Are viciously taken away from him, and he must flee to the far reaches of the land to survive and seek his revenge. Ooh, revenge plot. Clever words. Okay. It's not too bad. Action adventure. Let's check out, see how well that trailer is. I like the colors that they're using. Blood! Always a positive. Oh, the Zelda symbol. Okay. Looks like there's a little bit of comedy in there. All right. I'll add that. Doesn't look too bad. Let's see. Another comedy, romance, sports. Ooh, by PA Works. It's a cheerleader anime. What the fuck? And one's in a wheelchair. Ah. You know, what the hell? I was headed to Pom Pom and I wanted to be a cheerleader from that day forward. I mean, it looks fun. You know what? Wheelchair Girls got me interested. I want to see how this plays out. I am watching the cheerleader anime. Oh my god, what am I doing with my life? What's that called? Narinar Cheer for You. Let's see, comedy fan. What is up with the romance? I parry everything. You know what? I think I'm just going to add this just because I've not added hardly anything. Normally, I'm like really good about adding shows. I think I've already talked about this one a little bit. Gotta add plus size elf, especially since it's going to be uncensored. Freaking chubby pride. So down to watch this show. Hope it turns out half like what is it? Half like Food Wars, and then the other half like High School DxD. Adventure comedy, quality assurance in another world. I gotta watch the isekai. They get freaking boring for me. Let's see. My wife has no emotion. Robot life. Huh. Or a robot wife. Single guy who does nothing but go to work and come home too tired to do chores. He decides to get a robot to cook and keep house. Mina-chan is such a good housekeeper. Takuma jokes that she should become his wife. Mina takes Takuma jokes seriously and slowly the two start doing some more things. Oh my gosh, Mina-chan.
Mario, 私は君のためなら死ねる。
That sets the mood right. Mina takes Takamichi at times goes by starts to fall for Mina. And can a human and a robot ever have an equal loving relationship? Nah. I was actually about to compare this to Chobits. I've seen this one before. That just doesn't sound interesting. I'm not watching VTubers slice of life. Oh gosh, the journey through another world while raising kids. Uh, I don't know if I want kids that are going to act like kids in anime. That just that seems horrible to me to have to watch and listen to children. I've done that. I've got 2 kids of my own. See, Miyanaka Punch. Let's see, Masaki, the former member of the popular YouTube group Hikari Sisters, after a career setback, Aka getting fired unexpectedly via live stream, she joins forces with Live, a partner with superhuman abilities. Together, they aim to create sensational content and reach 1 million subs. Huh. I watched Viral Hit and was enjoying that, and we're probably going to get more anime like this, where like people trying to become YouTubers or YouTubers, or because that's the second time I've seen YouTube. So I'm curious at how it will be handled. Yeah, not that VTuber one probably hits too close to home for only when I do this. Only when I do this. Let's see. Bye Bye Earth. Action, adventure, fantasy. Linden Films. In a world with anthropomorphic animals, Belle Labrick, can't pronounce that name, was born as the only human being having no fangs, fur, or scales. She was called Faceless, and she lived a lonely life with no one else she could identify with. I want to be part of that world. With such a longing in her heart, she decides to set out on a journey to find her roots, carrying the runding, a great sword as tall as she is. She does not know how many adversities await her along the way. Huh. I actually find that that seems like an interesting concept. Whether they pull it off or not, no clue. No freaking clue. But I'll give it a chance. Delico's Nursery. See, hailing from the prestigious noble house of Delico, Dali Delico is an elite member of the Blood Pact Council with a promising future. When the Blood Pact Council, the highest governing body for the vampires, it's one of these. A special mission to Dali, he flatly refuses it, having lost patience. Gerhard, Dino, and Heinrich, Jesus, all European names, are also council members, serving the same term as Dolly. Rushed to the house to persuade him. While witnesses Dolly taking care of an infant himself. Meanwhile, sees have a history of. I mean, it kind of sounds like Promise Neverland a little bit. So, Promise Neverland mixed with Seraph of the End. So, I'll at least check it out. I mean, again, this season's just so light. And then some of the stuff they do have, there's just so much romance, and I'm romance just really has to be out there for me to want to watch it. I'm not watching Twilight out of focus. Not watching Shy season 2. The first season was absolute garbage. When you have I watched the first 2 episodes, and when the first 2 episodes are just the majority of her crying and then going to the second episode crying some more about the exact same thing that happened in the first episode. No, I'm good. I don't want to watch that crying anime. I'm good. Mob Kara Hajimoru Tansaku Iyotan. Whatever that all means. Why can't they just put the English translation of the name? But it's not going to have an English translation. Light novel genres action fantasy. Okay. Takagi is a low status high schooler, a background mob character. You might say he is just a low level explorer who hunts slimes every day in the dungeons that appear all around Japan, earning pocket money while admiring his childhood friend, the class queen. From afar, one day a gold slime he had never seen appears before him. After he defeats it, it drops an extremely rare item worth hundreds of millions, a card that can summon mythical beings. Huh. After he decides to activate the summoning, a warrior maiden with unparalleled beauty appears. You know, that that sounds interesting enough. Like it kind of takes that weak character trope and the dungeon hunting trope and makes it a little bit interesting. Like when those things aren't in fantasy settings, because we have such an abundance of animes that go into the fantasy world that I'm kind of over fantasy anime at this point in time. Again, unless they stick out. But you take those elements and you just kind of like smack them into a modern world. I'm okay with that. Looks like a dragon comedy with cute waifus. Nice. Like it don't look bad. See, action adventure comedy. What's this? The Osen newbie adventurer trained to death by the most powerful party becomes invincible. The strongest guy around who also happens to be middle aged. Oh, screw this. I'm like all on this. This is my midlife crisis. Like every anime that just doesn't have a teenage or 20 something as a protagonist and automatically says middle aged. I'm down for watching this. I'm down for watching it. So yes, I will be watching the middle aged adventurer. Dungeon people adventure comedy. Uh, nah, I don't. Uh, Comedy's fun to watch, like if you're in the mood for it, but every week, nah. That's one that I would have to binge through pretty fast. Oh, is this a follow up to Goku Yoko? I mean, obviously, it's Goku Yoko Thousand Demons Chaos Arc. Oh, this is the season 2 to that. Second and third course of Sengoku Yoko adapted the Thousand Year Chaos of Demons. Okay. Um, I'm not gonna put it on here because I didn't finish Sengoku Yoko, but that's neat. I might need to go back and watch that now because I was liking the idea of it. Like the first part of the anime was like I like the idea of a kind of more feudal Japan, but it's taking kind of elements from like a World War II style of monks experimenting on people, making them into yokai, and then this other group of people having to defeat them. So I like the idea. Let's see. Action Fantasy PA Works Tensuru no Sakuna Hime. Nah, it doesn't look like a show for me. Grandizer U. I'm actually going to be surprised if more people don't watch this. I mean, this is what the first not Getter, is it Getter Road? I think it is Getter Robo. No, Mazinger. Sorry, my bad. I don't know why the style of the robot didn't tip me off. This is the first one in a long time, I think. I think this might have been the last one. No, that's our Grandizer Robo. Prequels. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot into it. So yeah, I'm down for watching this. I also haven't watched a mech anime in a while that I found interesting. Let's see. Tetsuto Fate of the Majority. Action mystery thriller. How action is it? How mystery is it? Student finds himself in a game of survival as half of the human population disappears each night. Huh. I do like survival game animes. They're pretty interesting. I just finished up Girl Sight. The first couple of episodes, they'll hook you, but it gets pretty boring after that.
これは現実か。皇帝を倒す。
私たちは仲間。絶対に生き残りましょう。
心配
Who's
するな。
doing the that productions?
強い仲間がいるから俺も強くなれるし戦える。
これは全部誰らの計画。
ゲームオーバーだミソカツ殿。成田さんやつ、彼への信頼だろうね。
You know what? It don't look too bad. It has piqued my interest. See, not watching Cats. Gotta watch Kaniku Man. Oh my god, this is actually like the first new one in a long time. Yeah, so before this, 91 is when the last one was. Kaniku Man is like one of those long running anime series. It doesn't get enough love anymore. And of course, more card fight, but apparently that anime is so basic that you can have a new one every other season. Let's see. So what did I make? Oh, that's my manga list. Don't have one of those. Wow. I actually wound up with more anime than I thought I was going to. Although I will more than likely drop a majority of it. But I mean, it feels like a nice mix, but these are probably the most interesting to entertaining ones that are going to be, throughout the season. I couldn't probably pick one out of any of them right now that I would say is going to be top just by the look of it. But if I had to guess, like, I think people are going to get a lot of enjoyment out of my dear friend Nakotan and Plus Size Elf. But as far as like a action, real like shonen anime, I don't see it. Maybe Bye Bye Earth might be my pick for the season. I'll just have to get through some of these and really get down to it as of what they are. And even like halfway through, I should know what's going to actually be good. But 18 anime, I'm not that means I don't really have to go into my backlist all that much. Even though there were animes that I didn't even start from this past season that I don't know. It was just like I didn't feel like watching them. But I think that's it. I really don't have nothing else. Just going through and looking at what shows are going to come out this season. So let's see. Do I have a outro that would be good? Let's use the old one. But guys, thank y'all for showing up. Be sure to hit that like button on your way out. And if you got time, check out the other channel. It's in the description of this video. I do more daily videos over there. Well, say daily shorts. But I am really trying to get back into ramping up the content for that channel. But I'll see y'all next Saturday, guys. I think this is going to be my new streaming time is 5 p.m. Eastern every Saturday, just because it gives me time to more set up streams, get things done instead of trying to do too much at once. But yeah, I'll see y'all next week.